Hey, Pathwalkers. How y'all doing? I asked that question because, man, I am feeling it the last few days. There's been a lot. I feel like just a lot of stuff coming up. Some I've been fighting. Like, I know I have. I'm just, like, grasping to what is no more. And to that, a sentence or a statement that came to me when I was traveling the first time. I'd been out the first time I left, right after I sold my house, and really had let go of the world I knew. And I'm going about, I spent a ton of time, I know I've talked about this before, but I spent a lot of time, like 7 weeks, I think, on the Oregon coast, or the coastal area. I went up into Washington too, and on that time, it was like 7 weeks on the coast, which was absolute magic. No doubt. Absolute magic. And at the same time, I was literally flailing about the universe. I didn't know what I was doing. Really questioning life. And I'm kind of at that place again, I'm finding. It's interesting. But anyway, the sentence that came to me back then, that I have carried with me, is grasping for security in a world I let go. And I'm finding myself kind of back in that energy of grasping for security. And I've already moved on. I've already moved forward. And so I really kind of took a step back. I got really kind of angry and frustrated yesterday, which is fair. I let it all out. I did a bunch of yelling and and then frustration, and then I let it just kind of sit with it and just let it out. And then today I really sat with everything and was like, and after all, I did all this, that word, the grasping for security in a world I let go kept coming to me. And I went, where am I grasping? Where am I grasping? What stories am I trying to hold on to that just no longer fit? And, can I let them go? It's old energy, that's really wanting to be let go. And I am knowing that this is happening in the collective, especially with people on a healing journey, especially where we are literally being asked to allow our true selves to come through. We are actually, absolutely. And I've been finding myself like kind of playing in the narratives of, what I want to say, like playing in the narratives of what the people around me are living. And feeling like I can't really explain to them where I'm at because I have this deep belief that things are going to work out. I just have to. And I feel it. When I say those things, I feel it. I know that it's going to work out. And then I get frustrated because nothing's happened yet. And then I'm like, well, okay, what is it that you're asking for, And then, like I said, I came back to that today of just that narrative, I'm playing in those narratives, and I'm like, but they're not me, they're not me. They're not where I am anymore. And yet, at that exact same time, the people around me don't have to be where I'm at either. And I don't have to make them understand. I actually don't. It's actually doing a disservice for me to throw or project my expectations for myself onto others anyway, right? That's just a wound that's speaking. So I just get to live and be who I am and keep putting myself, what's the next best step for me? What's the next best step for me? And yeah, I've felt very pulled and very called to go empty out my storage shed. And in doing that, I'm going to end up not being able to bring all the stuff with me, which is interesting. And it's been a thing. Like I have, and I'll talk more about this in another video probably after I go do this, but I have restarted rebuilt so many times. And the thing that it teaches you is how little you need, for one. And that's what I kept coming back to was I have an amazing bed. It's a fabulous bed. I'm not going to be able to bring it with me. And I was kind of holding on to that and being like, okay, how do I get it back? How do I get it out back to Utah, you know? Because it would have more use here than where it's at. And I had to kind of really fill into that, what that meant for me. And big time what it is a sense of security. It's a space of comfort. And then I just stopped and I went, but I have had everything I've needed in my vehicle with me for the last year. Everything I've needed. So there's some keepsake stuff I'm absolutely going to keep. There's some clothes in there that I'm going to grab. I have lots of kitchen stuff that my son can absolutely use. And I can get all those things. But the big items, you know, I don't need them. And I am manifesting a human who is restarting their life and can use these items, that it would be an absolute blessing for them. So that's what I'm working on, is trying to find someone or a space that would be able to match these items up with someone who needs them right now. You know, I don't know when I'll need them. I don't know when I'm going to settle. I don't know when. I'm not in that energy, and I'm not worried about it. But I was really holding on. To those things, and I had to really kind of look at what is this about, you know? And I feel better about it. But yeah, I will do another video about restarting, because I have some content I could share. But I literally have started from scratch. I have rebought my kitchen so many times. And you know what? It's all right. The last time that I did it, I went to Goodwill and I found matching stuff. It was amazing. So, you know, I got dishes and that kind of thing for maybe, I think the dishes cost me like $20. And then I added some utensils and stuff like that. You know, I mean, it's just, like I'm saying, it's just passing it forward and realizing how little you actually need. Grasping for security in a world I let go. What are you grasping onto? What are you trying to hold and keep in your life? What old version of yourself are you still not quite yet ready to let go of? You know? And what would it take to give that version a big hug and a kiss, and love them and thank them, and then move forward? And what is that step? And you may not know yet, you know? I'm not sure where I'm headed, but I can feel the pull. I've been feeling it for a little while. I think that's why I'm really being asked to shed even more stuff. And ways of being, I think. Yeah. Anyway, let me know how you're doing. I'm telling you, I've been feeling it. I can feel it, feeling the energy. It's just this fire horse. I'll talk more about that too, but this fire horse year is just really not letting anything stay in the shadows, you know? And that's okay. It's actually great. Can be a little overwhelming. So drink lots of water. Literally. All right. Let me know what resonated with you, how you're doing, honestly, how you're doing. I'm sending so much love to you all. Honestly, so much love to you all. I'm so grateful for all the people on my path. So grateful for the reflection, the mirror that they are, and the love they bring, and the lessons, you know? Yeah. And to every version of myself, I'm so grateful to her. She is and she's incredible. All right, I love you all, and I wish you the best, and just drop a note. I'd love to hear. Mwah.